There's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Antonio Express and the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And his first pass is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. From behind, and he's going to be driven down. Jordan Evans able to get him for a loss of about 3. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Tua. And the pressure gets to him again.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Marcus May. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
At their own 33-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Down and 10.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
A loss of 9 on the play.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, when we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown! Joe Mixon, 82 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. Tua. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Formation for the Jets.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
On the tackle. Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Callahan into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive.
Complete to number 4. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Express 7.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Poole on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Callahan. Ebron caught left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Eric Ebron.
That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
1st down, San Antonio.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Callahan. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The sack by Jordan Willis. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Joe Mixon. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
6-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. minutes. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Going for it all. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Tua to try again on second down. That's Tua's running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphins. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Callahan looking deep for Hilton. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jesse Bates. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running around.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
A loss of 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Tua, a final shot before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Taken about 7 yards deep. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
And the San Antonio
throwing on first down. Callahan looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hoffman. That catch good for only a couple.
Number 46.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
37 yards.
Now they run with Mixon. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Callahan. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Tua going to throw. Throws left side. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets him even closer. Now a 2-point game. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over 1st down and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
He's got daylight. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris.
What a play.
And touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Jordan Evans, his 2nd sack of the night. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all. They come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 39.
This is too easy.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Express 24, Jets 8.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The Jets on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 23. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
1st and goal.
A big play there. Give him 42 yards on the ground. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Here's a run with Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
On the carry.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Carrier.
Joe Mixon with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over 1st down and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the questions are going to continue to mount for this club, no doubt. This will almost certainly be another losing effort. And the questions will become, where do they go from here? And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. His throw's going to be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the return will stop right around the 25. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Here's Tua. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Torrey McTyer.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll take over. First down and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Brian Poole. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. On the crossing route, complete. It's Bryant. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
25-yard line. They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Justin Hopkins on for the extra.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. On play action, here's Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
57's the mark. Rock 57.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Tonight's final score express.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our